Hello students, welcome to Deshiya Vidyashala Samiti, Shivamogga. So DVS Independent College welcomes you for first PU practical class. So this is our independent PU college. So I am Umesh, lecturer in biology from DVS PU Independent College. So let us start the practical number 7, study of modification in root. Now what is this root? See, root is an underground part of the plant meant for fixing of the plant to the soil and absorption of water and minerals. So that is the regular function of a root as taproot and even fibrous root. So in some cases, the roots are meant for performing different functions by changing their structure anatomically and as well as morphologically. So that change in structure is modification. So that modification is meant for different aspects like storage of food, mechanical support, the exchange of gases, like that. Now first one is modifications for storage of food. Here the root going to store the food and increases in its size and reaches a definite shape. See, based on the shape, the root modification for storage is categorized into taproot modification and adventitious root modification, where in some of the plants the taproots are modified and in some other plants adventitious roots are modified. So in case of taproot modification, carrot, beet and radish going to exhibit modification for storage of food. Under adventitious category, sweet potato shows the modification for storage of food. See here, this one is carrot. So this carrot looks to be a stem, but it is not stem because it has no nodes and internodes. Hence it is a root. So this root shows the presence of food, hence it is bulged in cone shape, hence it is conical root. Idana conical root anta heltave carrot anna. Idu ellaru nodidira idana. Then radish. So radish, it is also a root. It is going to store food and looks like a fusiform. It is called fusiform root or spindle like. Both the ends are tapered gradually, but here in carrot one of the ends is tapered gradually. In radish both the ends are tapered. So it results in fusiform shape. So this is radish, Mulangi. Then beetroot. This beetroot is also a root. It has stored the food and suddenly bulges into a dome like, and posterior end suddenly tapers. In these two cases there is gradual tapering, but here sudden tapering. So this is called napiform root. Now let us have some pictures here. This is carrot for storage of food, conical root. This one is radish, fusiform root. The next one, see here is beetroot, napiform root. So there is one more is sweet potato here. It is adventitious root modification. These roots are from different nodal regions of the plant body. Hence, the roots are adventitious, they are not tap roots. Here these roots have stored the food item and results in different shape. There is no definite shape here. They show a spindle shape or bulged like potato or bulged like radish or bulged like even beetroot. Hence, the sweet potato shows different shapes, but the function is storage of food. So, this is regarding modification of root for storage of food. So, next, nodulated roots. See here, this is the nodulated root. So, this is the root having some nodules here and there. So, these nodulated roots are the characteristic feature of leguminous plants, legumes like pea plant, beans, like that. So, in leguminous plants, the lateral root shows the presence of nodules. See, if this is the root system here, so here are lateral roots. So, these lateral roots going to exhibit the presence of some nodules, ಗಂಟುಗಳು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, nodules. So, these nodules are developed because of association of bacteria Rhizobium. This Rhizobium association is by symbiotic relation. In symbiotic relation, the Rhizobium going to supply atmospheric nitrogen to this plant body, whereas the plant body provides shelter for this Rhizobium bacteria. Hence, there is mutual relationship. See, because of this symbiotic association, the Rhizobium inhabits the lateral roots and develop nodules. Hence, such a root is nodulated root. That nodulated root is meant for fixing of nitrogen from the atmosphere directly. That nitrogen fixation helps in increasing of soil fertility and in turn improves the yield of the plant. So, that is regarding nodulated root meant for nitrogen fixation. See, next modification, so here the actual picture of the nodulated root. So, this is the lateral root. So, here you could find the nodules here and there. So, these are the nodules associated with Rhizobium bacteria to fix the atmospheric nitrogen. So, that is regarding nodulated roots. So, next one is for mechanical support. See, roots are generally meant for anchorage of the plant body to the soil, but here the roots which are developed from the lateral branches or different nodal regions of the plant going to give support to the mother plant. So, in that mechanical support we come across different categories of roots. They are number one, prop root. So, this prop root is observed in banyan, which is a large tree. In banyan we come across the lateral roots developed from lateral branches. So, those roots are adventitious roots. They are going to give support to the main plant body. See, here this is the prop root, this is the main stem here, these are the prop roots here. So, these are the prop roots here. So, these prop roots looks like almost a stem, but they are not stem because they do not have any nodes and internodes. So, these prop roots, once they reach the soil, they automatically give strong support to larger branches of the plant body. So, that is why a single mother plant going to spread its lateral branches far away from its original place. So, that is regarding prop root. So, next one is stilt root. See here, in case of maize, sugarcane and some other monocots, there is presence of roots from lower nodal regions. So, if this is the stem root system, fibrous root system, these are the lower nodes. The lower nodes going to produce roots here. So, these roots on reaching the soil, they are going to give strong support to the main plant body here, main plant body. So, such roots are stilt roots. Say for example here, this is the main plant here. In this main plant, so these are the stilt roots here. This is the lower nodal portion, these are the stilt roots here. So, these stilt roots going to provide mechanical support to the main plant. When the plant has produced a tassel, the tassel going to bend the entire plant body during wind current. These stilt roots going to avoid the bending or breaking of the main plant body. Thus, they are going to give mechanical support. The next one is climbing root. So, third one, climbing root. So, in case of beetle and pepper plants, you could observe some small roots attaching to the surface of the plant or any substratum, by which they are going to take support and climb that other plants. See here the picture, this picture shows. So, this is the beetle plant, this coconut plant. This beetle plant is attached to this coconut plant by their roots here. So, these are the climbing roots here, small roots. So, these climbing roots going to cling or attach to the surface of that plant, mean here the coconut plant, and takes the support and climbs along that plant itself. So, that is the role of climbing root here. So, these are different types of roots for mechanical support. They are prop root, stilt root and climbing root. So, next is modification for gaseous exchange or for respiration. Here the roots are commonly called breathing roots and technically called as pneumatophores. So, these breathing roots or pneumatophores are found in the plants growing in saline water as mangroves, mangrove vegetation anta ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. So, where there is mangrove vegetation, there we come across the development of lateral roots above the soil surface against the gravity as ageotrophic root. See in this picture, so these are the roots which are developed above the soil surface, So, these roots are called breathing roots or pneumatophores. So, these breathing roots show the presence of small pores on their surface here. So, these small pores are called respiratory pores or lenticels. So, this type of root is observed in case of a plant called Rhizophora and even in Avicennia. So, this is regarding the pneumatophore in case of Rhizophora. The real pneumatophore is like this. So, this is the mangrove vegetation. So, this is the main plant The underground lateral roots have developed some roots above the soil surface here. So, these are all the roots developed above the soil surface. So, these are the roots which are developed above the soil surface here. These are pneumatophores. So, these roots are developing towards sunlight or away from the soil, away from the water to get the air or respiratory gas from the atmospheric air. So, it is because inside the soil aeration is very poor because of dampness, a permanent dampness. So, due to lack of aeration, these roots unable to get the respiratory gases here. That is why they are going to develop the roots above the soil surface and obtain the gas from the atmospheric air and respires properly and develops properly. So, this is regarding modification of root for exchange of gases or breathing. So, this is regarding pneumatophore. So, here this is the specimen pneumatophore. So, these are the roots. These roots are having small scar like structures on their surface. They are called lenticels or breathing pores through which they are going to exchange the respiratory gases. So, here the question in your practical is like this: identify the given specimen and comment on. So, for identification 1 mark. So, for example, if this is the specimen placed in your practical exam, the given specimen is a root for modification of root for storage of food, example radish that you have to identify, then explain how this radish has stored the food here, how its shape has changed into fusiform shape. So, for that you are going to get 2 marks. So, that is regarding practical page of this experiment. Thank you, my dear